Oh my goodness, welcome back to Bob Live, my little quarantine talk show that I've been doing. Interesting fun fact, I have moved from the basement. I am now upstairs on the actual ground level of my apartment. So if you're listening right now outside, you will hear New York City going absolutely bananas right here in Washington Heights. We have some, like, I live really close to the hospital. So once a day, the nurses and all the medical workers will walk down the street by themselves. Sometimes people stand on the outside, people open their windows and cheer, bang their pots and pans, and go bananas while the nurses do a little parade as they walk down the block, go back up Broadway, and go back to work. So clap, clap, clap for all the essential workers and everyone from nurses to cab drivers to cashiers. If you are essential, also, not to mention, I went for a little walk the other day because Dr. Fauci says you should go for walks when you can. And we walked past a sex store in Harlem, and apparently sex stores are essential, which I'm not saying sex isn't essential, but I feel like when I was like out looking for food and other stuff, some folks are also like, and also to get a couple of, beads and this, that, and the other. So listen, essential work is essential work. I've also written down a couple of things I want to go over today. First of all, let's talk about this. Beyonce and Megan Thee Stallion have done a song together. This is like world's. I feel like once Beyonce does a song with you, once Beyonce is like, I christen you with a duet, then Miss Thing, it is official. So there, the Savage. So first of all, I discovered the song Savage through TikTok. Yes, I am a 33-year-old in my apartment and I do TikToks. I don't need any judgment from you. This is quarantine. These are tough times. I don't want to hear from you. So during, how's the dance go? Monet's our guest later. She probably knows it already. It's like I'm a savage. Oh, you hit the whoa. You go, I'm a savage, classy, bougie, ratchet. And anyway, you'll get it. So now Beyonce is officially jumping on the track. Beyonce would be like, oh, y'all thought TikToks were cute? I'm doing the official motherfucking Beyonce version. Also, Todrick, can you guys hear? Let me know. Comment below. Can you hear the madness going on in my neighborhood? Did you hear it, Mitch? Yeah, like it is. I mean, girl, it is like wild outside. Like, I mean, again, give it up for the. Also, one of my neighbors every day plays a motivational song. So one day the song was "I Will Survive." The others, it was "I Will Survive," and then it was a "Ha ha ha ha, staying alive, staying alive." So every day, I don't know if he has a playlist on Spotify. I want to find it, girl, because the neighborhood goes crazy. And the truth is, when I was watching those videos of Italian, everyone in Italy like singing opera outside their windows, I was like, this is annoying. If I was there, I'd be so annoyed seeing people like get together and have fun because New Yorkers are just mean. Like I remember one time I was on the train and the cast of The Lion King got on the train and the actor playing Rafiki was like, Nas, and then someone was like, shut up. And everyone was like, yeah, can you shut the fuck up? So that is how New York City works in a nutshell. We're like, yeah, we enjoy it, but also like keep that to yourself. Also, I want you guys to know, I'll get into the guest later. Also, I found this interesting. Apparently, Stupid Love is the only song by a female artist to enter the top 5 this entire year. No other song on the Billboard by any female artist have been, but I also don't know what has been released this year besides Stupid Love. Like I'm not 100% sure. I'm sure that our special guest will know. We have 2 very talented musicians in the house tonight, so they'll probably know more about this stuff. Also, I don't know why I found this funny. Let me tell you right now, the devil works hard, but Miss Thing Klarna works harder. Kim Chi and Naomi Smalls have a Klarna brunch show they do every Wednesday on Facebook. I tuned in. It was actually pretty cute. I feel like what's her name? Aquaria did this really amazing performance where she did what's the song? The Kitty Girl performance, and she played all of the parts. And it kind of just, I don't know, solidified for myself why she should win. Also, I'm reading some of y'all comments. Lorenzo, hey girl, Chicago in the house. Are you reading this, Alejandro? Yes, I am reading this. Hi, Bob from Battleford, Saskatchewan. Hi from Cincinnati. Everyone just saying hi. All right, well, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, colloquialisms, monologues, soliloquies, then please feel free to post them right there. Also, I've been like going, what part of your quarantine are you in right now? So my first week was like fitness, I'm juicing, I'm eating healthy, I'm buying greens. And then it was like working on things. Then it became like collaborating. I have reached a point now where I'm like, you know what? I'm just sitting my ass at home. Like for 3 days, I've been very slow for me. And I'm used to doing like a bunch of crazy stuff, but actually like for myself, for what I normally do, it was actually very, very calm. I've just been in my apartment playing Fortnite with my friends and my partner, and that's literally like the bulk of my existence. So I want to know, what are you all doing to keep yourselves busy during this quarantine? I'll be reading all of your any plans to come back to Gettysburg. As of right, okay, so this is a reference to I'm on a show called We're Here. I have a new HBO show called We're Here, which started last Thursday. By the way, thank you for reminding me. Next week, not next week, tomorrow, the second episode comes out. We are in Twin Falls, Idaho, which I'm so excited about. It's honestly, I'm not bullshitting you. This is a really good show. Like, I don't want to sound like whatever. It's a really, really, really good show. I'm very, very proud of it. So please, please, please tune in. It is on every single Thursday night on HBO at 9 o'clock, and they re-air it again on Monday nights at 9 o'clock as well. So tune in, check it out. It's lit. Do you guys stay in touch with the We're Here locals? Some of them, yeah. Some of them I still talk to. I mean, we worked with so many people. Like this week, I don't want to give too much away. Actually, it's already in the spoiler, in the teaser. I work with 3 drag queens, and I still do text back and forth with one of the queens from there. Actually, I text back and forth like 2 of them, but one of them about once or twice a month. We just say, "Hey, girl, happy holidays," that kind of thing. I've also been getting like a lot. I feel like nowadays when I get a Facebook message, like a Facebook memory, it used to feel like, oh wow, nostalgia. But now it just feels like a personal attack. It feels like Facebook's like, oh, remember when you were skinny and able to leave your apartment? Well, now you are, wherever the fuck you are. You have been doing some baking. Come to Puerto Rico. Let me tell you right now, Hector, you don't want anyone from New York City coming to your town anytime soon. I am holding off on all of my traveling right now. A little bit of social media housekeeping. So we've changed things up just a little bit. Today we are streaming just live on Facebook and Twitch. Did we make Twitch happen, Mitch? Did we do the Twitch? Yes, I have one viewer on Twitch. I just started my Twitch today. So we have one. So to the one person watching on Twitch, Monet says it's her. To the one person watching on my Twitch, thank you for joining. My Twitch is at official Bob the Drag Queen because some fucking teenager probably took. By the way, I've gone on to like several different platforms trying to get my handle Bob the Drag Queen, and it is taken. Someone took it on Twitter. Someone took it on Twitch. My OnlyFans, I can't even have my own OnlyFans because someone else's name on the OnlyFans is Bob the Drag Queen. So if you want to check out my OnlyFans, it is technically Bob the Drag Queen, which, by the way, a Drag Race girl has started her OnlyFans. I'm telling you to go check her out. Because girls get them coins, honey. And I here over at the House of Bob the Drag Queen, we are very sex positive. We stand with sex workers. So go check out Tony Untucked on the OnlyFans. I've been telling you, this is the Vixens OnlyFans. I don't know why I've been telling everyone to go to the Vixens OnlyFans. I mean, it's quality content. It's quality content. Also, I feel like last few things I want to talk about before we do our social media housekeeping. I feel like everyone looks cuter with a mask on. Like I'm walking around my neighborhood and going to the grocery store and I'm like, oh my God, like everyone looks so good. But then I'm afraid that like someone's going to pull their mask off and look like fucking Melina from Mortal Kombat. And if you are laughing at that joke, you probably are either my age or some sort of a nerd. But yeah, all you see on everyone is just this. So it feels like everyone's like smizing at you and like giving you, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. So if you're watching on Facebook, please take a moment to go ahead and share this live stream. The more you share, the more people get a chance to see this. It helps us get out there. I'll be posting this later on YouTube. You can share it there as well. So take a moment, go ahead, move your mouse right over, click that share button, and let people know that we are here, which is the name of my new show on HBO. Do a quick... Friggin' love Monet. Fell in love with her in her season of All Stars. Oh, you didn't like her on Drag Race? Her season Drag Race? Work. Got it. Take that mask off and you will get volcano face. I don't know what that means, but I will say this. I've been wearing my mask and like the mask makes my nose run. So like in my mask, it's a fucking nightmare. It is a disaster. It's a war zone. It's a nightmare. I want to go ahead and bring our first guest out. She is my best friend in the world. She is one half of Sibling Rivalry. She has her own talk show on YouTube called The Exchange Rate. She is a talented singer, actor, and sometimes she can dance. Please welcome to the screen the wonderful Miss Monét X Change. Oh my God.
Confetti, confetti, confetti. I have never heard you speak so nicely of me. Thank you, Bob.
Well, Monét, I have lots of nice things to say about you. I like you a lot. You're one of my favorite people.
Work. Love that.
So wait, where are you quarantining at right now?
I am quarantining in my lovely 2-bedroom apartment, which I also oftentimes online, I keep on saying, I don't know why I can say 1 bedroom. It's because I live in New York City. So even though I am in for some people, a very spacious and nice 2-bedroom apartment, to me, it feels like a 1 bedroom apartment. But
Well,
yeah,
I think it's because one of your bedrooms is an office and the other one is an actual bedroom. Maybe you need to put a bed in your office and then you will feel like you officially have a 2-bedroom.
Okay, well, Bob, all of us don't have the privilege of living in a fucking 2-story mansion in New York City. Okay,
I feel like if you live in a 1-story home with a basement, it's not 2 stories. Like no one goes, wow, 2 stories. I have a basement, fully finished, Henny. But also, to those of you who are gagging, I also live in a basement in Washington Heights. It's not like I'm in Hell's Kitchen. I'm not in fucking, Williamsburg. I am uptown all the way. I shop at C-Town. I shop at Superfood Town. So
no. Super duper food town.
Yes. So there's Food Town, and then I shop at Superfood Town, which is the broke version of Whole Foods. They have a little hot bar, which is obviously closed right now. They have like a little hot bar that you go to, and girl, their food be from last the fuck week. But still eating it. I'm also eating healthy. Are you eating healthy during your quarantine?
So real honestly, it's like I go back and forth. Like I'll have like 2 days of eating really shitty, and then I'll be like, this is ridiculous. I need to get my life together, and I'll like go, and then I went to the grocery store. Which going to the grocery store right now is always like you like committing to go. Like you first, New York has banned plastic bags. So when you go into the grocery store,
thank God, honestly.
I know it is thank God, but I constantly forget to bring them. So every time I go to the grocery store is me buying 4 reusable bags every time. At this point, I can open up my own store of reusable grocery bags. Okay.
Well, I have a bunch of reusable bags here. But you keep forgetting to bring them.
What you need to forgetting?
Take the bags, put them in all the bags in one bag, and put that bag on the door. So that way, when you go out, you'll remember to grab it. That's what I do every time. Also, by the way, bitch, I went downtown to go look at my billboard because I have a billboard downtown.
That's that activity that we were going to do together.
Okay, I called you and asked if you wanted to come, and you said you were busy. Okay, first of all, let's now. Oh my God, this is not Sibling Rivalry, Monét. This is not Sibling Rivalry. So let me say what's happening. We have this a Facebook chat with me, Monét, Mitch, and James, who is our musical guest today. And in this chat, I'm like, let's be professional. We call everyone the first thing Monét types is, "Hold on, I'm taking a shit." I was like, oh. You can't take.
To be fair, you called me. I didn't know you were calling me, and then I'm like, I literally, you know, when you like just sit down and you're like about to get yourself ready for what's gonna happen. Literally, you called me that exact moment. I'm like, I can't answer the phone right now. That's so.
They also don't realize Monét has a big ass. When she shits, it don't come out for a week. So
yeah, this was the Popeyes I had when we fucking started quarantine, girl. It finally reached its exit.
Have you seen the new Thick challenge? Will you do it with me real quick?
Thick challenge? I don't know what that is.
Okay, so first of all, let me tell you what. All I do is play Fortnite, talk to you on the phone, and then look at big booties on TikTok. That is like my entire life. And I don't watch them on TikTok. So there's this YouTube page that's compiled all the big fat asses on TikTok, and it puts them on one YouTube page. And I just watch it. I'm like, this is what heaven is. So have you seen these guys online do this thing where they try to put their pants on? They act like their ass is so big they can't get their pants over their butt.
Oh my God, I should do that challenge. That's so mean.
But have you seen people do that before though?
Oh yeah, there's also one where you're supposed to take. Well, there's a TikTok one where you're supposed to take your hands, and if you can bring them over, then that means your ass isn't big. If you can't get your hands over you, that means your ass is too big.
I'm gonna get out of the frame for 1 sec. I'm gonna try this.
I'll do it off frame.
Like it actually. Also, people are gonna realize that I'm fully wearing pajama pants on the bottom. All right, hold on. So if you put your hand, you step through. Okay, I'm stepping through.
I'm stepping through.
I'm I'm
I
through.
can't. I can't do it.
Can you really not do it?
I can't. I'm getting on the thing. I can't do it.
What? Wait, are you like being extra? Can you really not get your hands around?
No, Bob. Of course, I can't get my hands around. I can't get my hands around.
But you've seen the guys who act like they can't pull their pants up, and I'd be like, if my auntie Big Booty Judy can pull her pants up without without problems, then I know your little skinny ass can. Also, Jake just did it, and his hands flew to the ceiling. Jacob just did it, was like, whoa, like on a roller coaster ride.
Woo! By the way, I'm wearing my Nickelodeon Letterman jacket from my cartoon that's coming out this fall.
Oh, is it this? Okay, Monét has been doing this cartoon for. I mean, girl, she started shooting this cartoon before they shot All Stars 4. You have been working on this cartoon for. They have sent you like bubbly. Also, I got a bottle of Dom Perignon for. No, I'm gonna give it to. I'm gonna give it to Alfredo.
I'm
gonna give it to Alfredo.
No, Bob. You just said I'm your best friend.
Yeah, but Alfredo's my neediest friend. Alfredo, if you're watching this, please don't get upset.
That's very nice.
I'm kidding, but I think that you are probably in a financial position where you can afford to buy yourself Dom Perignon, and I have a bottle and I don't drink, so.
Oh my God! Was this from the celebration of We're Here?
Yeah, girl. Okay, first of all, they sent the bottle to my home, and I get a phone. I didn't know it was coming, so I get a phone call from this lady who is translating for the delivery man who doesn't speak English. So I'm talking to her. She's talking to him, and she's like, "Where you?" I'm like, "I'm outside. I'm outside. I'm on the corner. I'm on the corner." Have you ever been looking for your food or delivery? You're outside, like I'm in the middle of the street. How can you not see me?
Girl, all the time. Or in my neighborhood, they act like they can't get into the building. I'm like, I know you can get into the building. They just don't want to come upstairs because I live on a high floor.
Yeah, they're like, the floor is made of lava. I can't come in. I'm so sorry. I would love to, but the ground is lava. You understand? The ground is lava. But yeah, and also I have an outside entrance, so my door opens to the world, which feels
great.
Dangerous. It's great, but also like opening your door and be like, I'm outdoors. It feels like such a like.
So you mean like most of the world outside of New York City?
It doesn't feel like New York City. Like whenever I remember being like, this feels like my apartment in like Atlanta, Georgia, not like my apartment like in New York. Like every apartment I've had, you open it, you're in a dingy ass hallway. I also love when they remodel your hallway, but they don't remodel your fucking apartment or vice versa. So your apartment is literally shit. You remember my old apartment was like a fucking.
Well, they do that so you will leave, and then they can get you out, and they can pay. Someone will pay more money for that apartment.
The key. So do you know what there was this so this building that like Samuel Jackson owns an apartment in on the west side of Manhattan on the Central Park West. They had this building and they offered everyone in the building like, hey y'all, we will give you $50,000 if you move. And then like half of them were like, yes. And then the other half held out and they're like, okay, we will give you $100,000 if you move. And then the other half took it and there was like 3 people left. And they're like, all right, we will give you $300,000 if you move. And then everyone took it, but this one fucking guy, he was like, I'm not moving. I live here. They fixed up the whole building. He was living in a personalized hood, the one little hood ass apartment. The door probably didn't even lock anymore. He was like, I'm not moving. I'm not moving. In the end, he held out so long. They gave him millions of dollars.
Oh, bitch! I hope. Why can't something like that happen to me? Like, why can't that happen?
Part of the deal was they also bought another apartment in the neighborhood and rented it to him for $1 a month.
Bitch, that is like the fucking dream.
Can you? I also heard a rumor that Cyndi Lauper, her husband, is a lawyer, so she has an apartment in Manhattan that she pays $500 a month for. Isn't that crazy? I don't know if that's true.
Listen, rich folk don't surprise me. Rich people are fucking fierce. They're crafty, bitch. They're smart.
I've also said that New York is the only place where people get kind of excited when their grandma gets sick. They're like, oh,
they're like, oh, finally. I don't. Yeah, we have a friend that whose grandmother offered.
Oh my God! Wait, Free, stay over there. Oh my, Free was watching the. Free was watching the show and came over for a bottle of Dom.
Here it is.
Word. That is so
Not,
funny.
wait, did you know that he was coming, Jacob? That scared the shit out of me.
Bitch, I thought that one of the essential workers came in your apartment like, nah, you wasn't clapping.
See you at home.
By Alfredo. I was like, girl, I feel like when you're playing Fortnite and then someone just walks into the building. I was like, is a proximity mine? All right.
I think we are doing a great job at social distancing.
Yeah, despite the Alfredo. By the way, I mean Alfredo and I I do have a big apartment, so he was more than and he had on a mask and gloves. Anyway, that's not the point. I want to quickly talk about a couple of things before we go. You are in the new Todrick Hall video with me.
Oh yeah, that came out today.
Can you believe he did an entire fucking album?
Girl, let me say, so Todrick reached out to me. He was like, hey girl, I'm doing this album in quarantine. I was like, Todrick, you are crazy. I was like, there's no way you're gonna do. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna record a whole album in quarantine. I was like, Todrick, how? Bitch, he went to a studio and he like stayed in his part of the studio. The engineer was in their part of the studio and he recorded a whole 6-7 songs in like 4 days. It's crazy. His work ethic
with
is
features and
it
like
makes
the
you feel
whole
so
nine.
ashamed. It's like if Todrick can record a whole album with the whole world of quarantine, bitch, why can't I get my fat ass off this couch and make some tortellini fucking pasta for dinner?
Yeah, folks, like I just can't manage to clean my bathroom. That's interesting because I fucking made him feature film.
You know, it's crazy. But yeah, it was really fun. He sent the choreo to me, and then I only did the chorus section because the other section I was like, girl, as in any other drag queen, I waited till the last minute to do it. So I was like, let me do the part that I could do. And I also had I had a feature with a sponge. What did you have?
Oh my God! You know, you're right. There's no purses in the cleaning world, and it is now time. Last one question I ask you, because I asked you before this. Do you consider yourself a gossip blogger?
Well, you know, that's a really interesting question. I think in the exchange rate, what we do on the show is we do.
Also, sorry, one quick question. If you guys have any questions for Monét, please comment the questions here, and I'm going to ask Monét those questions before you get out of here. Go ahead,
yeah, on the show we do interviews with celebrity guests, and well, not just celebrities, but we did other interviews with other people. We do lots of interviews, and in the beginning we always talk about like stuff that's going on in pop culture. And I guess by definition, I probably am a celebrity pop gossip columnist, kinda. I don't really. I've never defined myself, but a lot of the celebrities like Taraji P. Henson, RuPaul, Iggy Azalea, they all refer to me as a journalist. But again, I don't feel like I'm doing
now she's Barbara Walters. Now she's Barbara Walters.
Okay, I said they referred to me, but
Diane Sawyer exchange.
But I've never considered myself a journalist because I feel like being a journalist, that is a heavy title. They do like really deep work in in that realm of media. So I don't consider myself a journalist. So I guess you're right, Bob. I think I might be a celebrity pop gossip columnist.
I do love that you did that moment with Gia Gunn. You recreated the Tamera Banks, Naomi Campbell. What, did you do a closed set too?
No, we did an open set. Here's the thing: I wanted that moment because I wanted to have the Naomi Tamera Banks thing. Like I called Gia when she agreed to do it. I gagged, and then when we were filming when she came on, I had all the producers go on my Twitter, her Twitter, my Instagram. I was like, compile every single thing Gia has said about me. I want a timestamp. I want a day. I want a time on the exact quote. And I was so ready to do like the thing and like be like, okay, so on February 29th, 2018, you said this. Why, bitch? But then she literally came out. We said hello, and in like the first 5 minutes, she completely confessed everything. She was like, I'm really sorry.
Crying.
And she was crying. She's like, I was in a bad space. My mom was sick. Like, I was in a bad headspace. And I'm sorry for everything I said. I was like, fuck you. God damn it.
But if you was a bad bitch, you'd have been like, so? I'm just kidding.
No. But now Gia and I are good friends. And like, she even texted me in quarantine. She's like, just checking in. Hope you're doing well. Like and when she came to New York, like we were supposed to hang out, but it didn't end up happening. And yeah, we're good friends now. So it's like, it was all
heard it here. Check Gia Gunn, Monét X Change, and Meghan McCain on their whirlwind tour. I'm kidding. On their whirlwind tour, Sibling Rivalry.
Oh my God, Bob.
The multicultural edition.
You know, people like to call Jake Yonsei a problematic. No, bitch, you're the problematic one. At least Jake Yonsei sticks to the facts.
That's a joke. That's okay. All right, actually, a couple questions before I get out of here. Rob Zab wants to know who is your celebrity, your dream celebrity to interview?
Ooh, my dream celebrity to interview. Honestly, there are so many, but next week I honestly am interviewing one of my like music idols, someone who I've loved from since I was a young teen, 12. I'm interviewing JoJo next week, and I'm literally like dying. I'm so
Get
excited.
out right
Yes,
now.
I'm so
The end
like I
of
am.
you
I
and
have
me.
like I have watched all of her documentaries on YouTube. Like I have every album, everything. I like love JoJo. But another one I would love to interview would be Jennifer Hudson. Jennifer Hudson is a big inspiration for me. I love J Hud so much, and she's one of my divas, and I would love to interview her. And SZA. I love SZA. So
And
those are
before I
like
ask
my
the
top
next
three.
question, do you want to comment on how good I sounded when I was singing Get Out?
Next question.
Um, Monet, what was it like? What was it like doing RuPaul's Drag Race with this cray? I don't know what that means. Never mind. Ignore that question.
Okay.
Monet, how's that laser hair removal journey going? I'm trying to go from bear to
Oh.
dolphin. So Monet
Oh
did
yeah.
a video about her laser hair removal nightmare. By the way, Monet called me when it was happening and was like almost in tears. She was like, but you were like tears and anger, like, I'm gonna sue them, I'm gonna burn the building down, they're gonna pay for what they did to me. And I was like, I don't feel like you're like I'm ruined.
I was ruined in that. Well, Bobby, you saw the videos and you've seen the pictures. Like in those moments, you're like, oh my god, like these people have scarred me for life. And especially after I felt like I did my due diligence, when I like researched like what to do and the proper steps, and they ensured me that they were doing those things and that they were using the right lasers and that they were going to take the right precautions. So when I walked away with like this, like really these really bad second degree burns, I was like, this is crazy. And on the phone, I spoke to you, and anytime I'm going through a meltdown, or pretty much anytime, I always call you, and you're like, "Well, Monet, I don't feel like you can do that. You always try to." I get it's the voice of reason and a rational voice, but it's still annoying. I want you to be upset with me.
Well, I'm trying to, keep things level and not get wild up in these streets. Also, I'm looking at the video feed right now, and I see what people think. I always look so mad when I'm listening to people talk. Like I look.
Oh, Bob, this is you.
But doesn't like smiling like this look fake?
Okay. Well, what you're doing. No one's asking for that. Everyone will just a pleasant like a.
Also, people always think I'm mad. Anyway,
Oh
Monet,
yeah,
do
this
you have
is
anything
this.
you want to?
Oh, let's say it
What?
again.
I was gonna say, do you have anything to say before I kick you out of my house? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, all I have to say is thank you for having me on your show. I'm very happy that you asked me to be a guest on your show. When I had my show, you're one of the first guests I had, but I love you so much, and I appreciate being on your show.
And thank you for letting me host your show in your stead when you were in Australia.
Well, yeah,
Oh my God, what a
that was
perfect segue.
that was a last result. That wasn't our first option, but you ended up doing it, so we're happy that
It's
you did it.
pronounced last resort, not last result. Wow, new
I didn't
public
say result.
education.
Did I say result?
Yeah, rewind it back, everyone. Thank you all so much, Monet,
Okay,
for
first of all,
joining.
rewind it back is redundant. It's an oxymoron. You want to say just rewind, boo. So your fucking Georgia education. And on that note, I'm leaving.
Yeah, Georgia, Atlanta public education. All right, goodbye.
Ah,
Thank
that's
you so much.
great.
Oh my God, can you please cut Monet's mic? Thank you so much for joining me on Exchange. Monét X Change is available on Instagram at Monét Exchange. She has a show called The Exchange Rate, which comes out every single Wednesday on YouTube. It is part of the Build series. I'm super proud of her. She's amazing. Yada yada yada. She's great. All right. I am now going to play a performance from our special guest. This is from his band ÚMBRIEL. Please welcome James and ÚMBRIEL. Take it away.
me twice, I'm on fire. With eyes like stones tied to my feet. Ooh, oh, ooh, oh. He drinks my moans and drowns me deep. Ooh, oh, ooh, oh. You've touched me once, desire. Twice I'm on fire. You've touched me once, I'm on fire. You are my writing on the wall. I tried to build this empire, but my intellect watched it fall. Our body is shaken, we're light up. I feel we've done this once before. I'm yours. His liquid fruit is on my tongue. It came with a non-fresh sound of. Well, ginger wine trickles from above. He reaches from a different book than us. You've touched me once, desire. You've touched me twice, I'm on fire. You touched me once, I'm on fire. You are my writing on the wall. I tried to build this empire, but with my intellect watched it fall. Our body is shaken, we're light up. I feel we've done this once before.
Yay! Welcome back, welcome back. And I am now here with James, who is the front man for the band ÚMBRIEL. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. I have a really hard time not imitating Australian accents when I hear them because I'm not gonna lie, they kind of tickle me a little bit. Not in a bad way, but I just think they're a little hilarious. Is that offensive?
Of course not. I mean, I feel like I actually do the same thing when I meet people from the States. But the other thing I do is when other people do Australian accents, I start putting on an Australian accent, which I remember I don't need to do because I have one.
Because you already got one popping up.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like there's like a slight twinge of you say something that sounds a little bit British. Has anyone ever told you that before?
Well, when I was really young, I used to go to this like really backwards country town where everyone was really Australian, like salt of the earth farmers, and they would be like, "You talk so fancy," and I'd be like, "So I have been told that before." Yes.
Now, also, is it okay? Before we get into all things you and Australia, I want to quickly say that was Desire, which is by ÚMBRIEL, which is available on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, and wherever you download your music. And you did this entire video in quarantine.
Yeah. So we have we haven't been able to rehearse or gig, obviously, since this has all began. So I was like, I want to produce some content, and it's a song that we've wanted to release for a while, and it just kind of felt appropriate to be like, let's just do it. Let's just record all our parts at our own home, sync them all together, and produce it. And it was really fun, and it was nice to connect with people.
Have you been feeling a really strong need to create content while in quarantine?
It's so complex. I feel really complex about this because I'm always telling people, I'm going, it's not the time to feel the need to be productive. It's not the time, to force yourself into feeling like you have to do something. This is the world kind of saying, take a fucking break, like, and breathe and realize what you need to do and what kind of feeds you a little bit. And on the flip side of that, I do tend to get really manic and want to like make a bunch of stuff. So yeah, I think I have been quite creative in quarantine. But also it's just given me the space to actually do stuff.
Yeah, I am intrigued by because you're like, don't feel the pressure. Also, here's my new song and video.
I know.
Also, if you all have any, also someone says that was clearly a quarantine video in the jungle with all the plants. Also, if you all have any questions, comments, or concerns for James, please go ahead and comment them here. I want to read you some of the comments that we were reading while you were, oh my God, this says goosebumps. This one says, oh, this is so beautiful. That was Bradley Hester. Me? James. Scoot a little bit to your left, James. Scoot a little bit to your left, James. Also, Colin said, this song is beautiful. Isabel says, yes, Umbriel. Chow says, it's epic. So, like, look at all this, like, amazing love you're getting for your art that you didn't feel pressured to make, but you made it anyway.
Absolutely.
Also, again, keep your comments going. By the way, guys, thank you so much for liking and sharing. We are now at 48 shares. I would love to get to 60 shares on Facebook. So if you could just go right over there and click that share button, that would be really, really amazing. And I'm going to see we can get that popping off. So how did you go about actually making this song in quarantine?
Well, like I said, it's a song that we've been performing live before. So a lot of the work was already done. We just needed to sync it all up with video takes and that sort of thing. So I had to learn how to use a movie maker. I tried it on iMovie and then I realized I needed to get a fancier thing to do the 4 squares. So it was just kind of like...
What did you use?
What software did you use? What was that?
What software did you use?
Oh, I don't even know. It's a free trial.
Final Cut Pro?
Yeah, that's the one.
It is. That's what I use, yeah. Also, it is morning. What time is it in Queensland?
Well, now it's 9:42, so it's like nice morning.
So yeah, it is essentially 10 a.m. in the morning. Over here in New York City, we're like, girl, it is the evening. It's like we're in the middle of the evening. We're like winding down, and you are literally waking up and joining us on this amazing call where you got probably the first message you saw this morning was Monét saying, I gotta take a shit.
It really, really was. And like I've been saying to everyone, I'm like, this is just going to become, like we were talking about, the new Australian queerest morning show ever. That's how it's going to be branded.
This is an evening show in New York City, but Miss Thing in Australia, this is Good Morning. Good Morning with Bob the Drag Queen, honey. Let me see. You look stunning, darling James. Beautiful song. That is from Kata's Joy. It was great I was trying to joke by saying they didn't look like, okay, I don't know. Oh, that was someone about the Monét X Change comment they were making earlier. Also, again, please send your questions, comments, concerns, colloquialisms, all of that to right here to us. Someone said, Diane Smith, who is Nick Smith's mom, who is a friend of mine that manages to be talked about in every single project I do, wants you to know that you look like her son.
Oh, that's amazing. I mean, every mother thinks her son's really, really beautiful, so that's really good. That means that's a big compliment.
I don't know, Diane Smith sometimes says that he looks like he has raccoon eyes. But I think you're very handsome. But also, I'm sure that that's just Diane Smith's opinion of her child. They have an interesting work. I also love someone's giving a shout out to all the house plants in your. Are those like? Okay, I'm not going to. And last but not least, what is the biggest misconception people have about Australia? This is from Michael Smith Davenport.
That's really interesting because I feel like I don't really know, because I feel like most people I know kind of know the Australian things that are stereotypes. Like we don't really it's not like we're fucking going around in kangaroo pouches for transportation. But like,
have you ever felt the inside of a kangaroo pouch? You can say no.
No, I haven't.
Me either.
Mean, no, I haven't. But I mean, I think the whole like, probably the whole idea that like we're really isolated and like there's not much happening. I think because we've got like there's so much diversity in each city, and each city's really got its own spirit and its own culture. And I think sometimes people just imagine it as this big blank space where it's pretty much empty.
Diane Smith says, "No raccoon eyes. You're very handsome." So I think that Diane thinks you look better than her child.
Now that,
Smith, if you're in the comments, Nick, please sound off. It is going down right now. I think Diane is trying to adopt a new Australian baby. Also, people are going off about your houseplants. People are in love with your botany.
I'm so glad. I mean, I really stepped it up during quarantine. I don't have a pet, so I was like, I need something to care for.
Danielle Morris says, some Australian misconception that we are all lazy, having barbecues, drinking beer. That's a common misconception about Australia.
But that's true for me. So I don't think that's a misconception. Like, in my world, that's very true.
Yeah, you're like, Danielle, speak for yourself, okay? I am fully lazy having barbecue. Well, everyone's just telling you how cute you are. Colin's like, yes, super cute. Everyone just wants you to know that you're very cute.
I mean, look, that's wonderful. I need that kind of self-esteem boost at the moment. It gets very lonely in this little house.
So are you all still in like lockdown in Brisbane?
We've been really lucky. So in a couple of days, some restrictions are being lifted. Because we had a couple of days there where there were no cases overnight. So we're going to be able to go for a 50-kilometer drive within our house, where we live. And then we're going to be able to go to a picnic with one other person outdoors.
Work without getting shot with beanbags from the cops. So I want to remind you all that you can find James on Instagram at УМBRIEL. Can you spell that, please? Spell your Instagram handle out. It's УMBRIEL Music. Actually, you don't have to spell it out because it's on the screen. Never mind. Don't spell it.
Technology.
You can go follow James at ÚMBRIEL Music on Instagram. There's a lot of great stuff out there. There's that one song of yours that I really love, and I listen to it all the time. And now I'm blanking on the name of it. Daydream. That one.
Yeah, the Cold song. Yeah, that was
the Cold song. TV. Yeah, I love that one. And great songs like Deciduous Boy. There's really a lot of great stuff on that album. So please go check out ÚMBRIEL Music. You can check them out on Spotify at ÚMBRIEL. Desire is available now on iTunes, Spotify, all the places you download your music. Thank you for joining us on this early morning in Australia.
Thank you so much, Bob.
It's my pleasure. Mwah. All right. Thank you. All right. Listen, thank you all so much for joining me here on Bob the Live Queen. We're reformatting the show a little bit. I came out of the basement. I'm upstairs. This is my my quarantine show. We'll see if I am able to continue it after quarantine. But as of right now, listen, I am in my home. I have nowhere to be and I have nothing to fucking do. So thank you all for joining me. Big thanks to Mitch Farino. Big thanks to Jacob Ritz and Kennedy Warner. Also, big thanks to our special guest, Monét X Change, and ÚMBRIEL Music. Thank you all for joining us. I'm Bob the Drag Queen. I will see you next Wednesday. And I'll see you tomorrow night on HBO, where we're here. Mwah.